Former Chinese Premier Li Peng has died in Beijing, aged 90, and that's according to Chinese state broadcaster Xinhua, which reported that he died of an unspecified illness. Now, for more, we're speaking to Olivia Xiong in Beijing. Olivia, what have the reactions been at home to former Premier Li's death?
Well, we are just hearing the announcement, as you mentioned, from Chinese state media, news agencies, Xinhua as well as CCTV, all reporting on the death of Mr. Li that took place last night at around 11:11 p.m. Mr. Li was 91 years old and he is said to have died of an illness, although state media is not exactly specifying what illness this had been. Now, Mr. Li had held many high-level positions during his lifetime. Most notably, he was Chinese premier from 1987 to 1998. Following that, he was also named chairman of the National People's Congress, which is China's parliament, and he held his position in the Communist Party of China's top Politburo Standing Committee until 2002, before he retired, handing over to a younger generation of leaders under the leadership of Hu Jintao. Now, the former Premier Li Peng, he is perhaps also best known during his premiership for a rather controversial role that he had played in the Tiananmen incident in 1989. Now, Mr. Li was said to have backed the clampdown on pro-democracy protests, which were led by students, and he was said also to have been at odds with then Communist Party General Secretary Zhao Ziyang, who was said to be siding with the students. And this year marked the 30th anniversary of the Tiananmen incident, and this topic still a very taboo topic here in China. Any public discussion of it is not allowed, and there's a lot of censorship if this topic is being raised, and that's because the clampdown, as we know, led to hundreds, and by some estimates, more than 1,000 deaths in the country. But other than the Tiananmen incident, Mr. Li is also known for his part in taking China through the post-1989, post-Tiananmen incident period, where China saw rapid economic development. He is also known for being pushing through that the Three Gorges Dam project, which continues to stand today, although that is also a controversial project which led to many, over 1 million people along the Yangtze River being forced to relocate, and also raised some concerns about the environmental impact of the project. So some controversy in Mr. Li's career, even though he also saw through China through its economic development post-1989. Now he leaves behind 2 sons and a daughter. His eldest son is currently China's transport minister as well. And so that's how Mr. Li is likely to be remembered here in China.
All right, thanks for that. Olivia Xiong speaking to us from Beijing.